Hey everyone, it's Adam here and welcome back to my vlog. Today I am finally very excited to tell you guys that I got a place. I finally got a place after 3 weeks of non-stop searching in Toronto. I have secured a place and I will be moving there October 1st. I know, it's very exciting, and if you guys have been following along, I've just been so focused with it. I haven't been able to do anything else. All my time and energy has been going into this. Now that I have the place, we are counting down the 12 days till I move. Pretty much the 12 days of Christmas, if you will, but it's for moving in. And so in these 12 days, I got a lot to do. And I've gone ahead and already started the process of packing up, as you guys probably know or seen. Follow me on Instagram. If you don't, you would have already seen this. So this is the Nerf arsenal that I have already completely cleared out. Everything's off the floor, everything's clean, blah, blah, blah. So that room's done. Now I have 3 more rooms to do. My band room, my bedroom, and my office. So today I've been working on my office. You can see we have a bunch of stuff here, and that's all stuff to sell, and then we have stuff in boxes. And I'm just going through, I've put through, this is all my camera gear on my desk here, and I'm going through all of that right now and sorting that. And then some little things here and here, just kind of up there. It's dehumidifier. But I wanted to grab the camera because there's a little project that I'm working on. As I'm going through all my GoPro stuff, I was getting very flustered. The GoPro stuff is what I have the most of. Just so much GoPro stuff, and as you guys probably know, I'm not a huge advocate and fan of GoPro. I love their system for like connecting things, but the actual camera quality, I am Sony all the way. So this camera right here is the FDR X3000. It can do optical image stabilized 4K footage, blah, blah, blah. You probably don't care, but I've been doing a lot of modifications and work to try and have the audio capabilities of the GoPro through the Sony. Because the new GoPro Hero 5 stuff, waterproof without a housing, which means you can talk to the camera. I'm doing tons of snowboarding this season, and I want to be able to snowboard and you'll get the good audio from the good picture quality. Okay, so here's where we're going. This is a Sony FDR X3000 that I have modified. A regular one looks like this. Now you probably can't tell the difference, but see the backing there? Well, on my modified one, I have actually gone in and taken it off. There's a moto vlogger called Everride that showed me the little tutorial on that, so I did that. And that accesses the mic port there. And then I went ahead and took a case, because I have a case here, and I drilled a hole. So now I can take an external microphone, the same one that I used for my moto vlogs, and plug it into the camera. But of course, drilling the hole in it and taking off the back door ruins the watertight seal. Also, the microphone that I use, it does a pretty dumb thing. It's actually too big for this hole because it has this little spinner on here. See, now this is actually threaded and allows you to screw this into a Sennheiser wireless unit. But I want to take a Dremel and Dremel off this piece here because I don't want it. And then I'll have to get another adapter thing to hook this up. Basically, once I can get this through, then what I'm gonna do is I have to go to the store and buy some silicone earplugs. And they're just these moldy silicone putty things. And you push them all around the thing and it creates silicone, creates a watertight seal. It's gonna be super sick. And then this season when I go snowboarding, which should be a lot because there's a great snowboarding mountain right near Toronto, I'm gonna get a season pass, lots of snowboarding stuff there, and we're gonna have a lav mic, and I'm gonna be able to talk to you guys with the best video quality and audio quality on YouTube. It's gonna be great. But I have to go out right now and go buy the silicone earbuds things, earplugs. Now they don't cost too much, but I do have to go out. And I decided it's a perfect time to show you guys the Z-board. I have been messing around with this thing like crazy, learning how to ride it. It is a lot more tricky than a boosted board, but once you do learn to ride it, it's a lot more rewarding because it feels a lot more like snowboarding stuff because the way you lean. If you guys don't know, the Z-board has foot pads that are pressure sensitive, so you lean back to stop and lean forward to go, and that's all well and good, and it does create a better riding experience, although it is trickier. But once you get better at it, it is a better experience. But I think the ultimate selling point to the Z-board is that it has the longest range out of any electric longboard on the market. Now the boosted boards typically die after like 5 miles going full, maybe less than 5 miles if you're going full speed the whole time. This thing goes 22 miles. It's crazy. Let's do some riding. Lost my hat. Forgot I was wearing this thing. Kind of a dumb idea to try to go longboarding with a loose hat. Eye and ear. Earplugs. Ah. There we go. Let's be honest. How long do you think before Boosted Board version 3 comes out? Right? Because they did number 2. How long before 3? Reason I'm wondering is I've been riding the boosted boards around a ton, making sure the batteries are all good to sell, because if you guys saw, revived them because the batteries died. I revived them on the treadmills, and I've been testing both the boards out to make sure they're all good for the buyer, and they are. And now I'm riding my Z-board around, and I'm pro-conning the situation because the Z-board, and I'm gonna do a full video on this later, but real short and simple, the answer is the Z-board doesn't use a remote, it uses the weight sensors. That can't be a pro or a con, because some people might love that, some might hate it. I know when I first got the boosted board, I hated that it had a remote. That was a downside for me, but now I'm kind of liking it. I thought the remote was just another thing to lose, another thing to keep charged, but as long as you charge it right beside your boosted board, it's not an issue at all. Now, the Z-board leaning is nice, but it's not as intuitive, and it's more dangerous. If your foot slips off the pad, and the pads are just glitchy sometimes, and touchy and weird, the braking isn't as nice on that thing as it is on the boosted, but the range on that is insane. Its torque isn't as high, and it only has one drive wheel. What I mean by that is only one wheel has a motor on it, whereas the boosted, at least my version, has both. The battery is way bigger, like I said. You know, there's pros and cons. This one's easier to carry. They're about the same weight. The deck on the Z-board is more rigid, whereas the deck on the boosted board, I believe it's a bamboo deck, which makes it super bouncy. But I have issues with the boosted boards, because the V1 boosted board with the dual plus motors, there's so much torque and so much power and such a little battery, they can't go very far unless you're being smart. Coasting whenever you can, conserving your energy, you're gonna go further. But if you're like me and you just go full throttle the whole time as fast as you can, getting where you wanna go, they don't last that long on battery. But they have the remote and the flexible deck. The trucks are definitely a lot nicer on the Z-board. There's pros and cons. But I know the new boosted boards are even better. They promised a long range battery, but that's not even out yet. I know the batteries are swappable, so if you had a couple in a backpack, that'd be good. I could sell these two boosted boards and buy the new version, and then sell my Z-board almost brand new and get quite a bit of change for it, but is it really worth it? Because how much am I going to use it in Toronto? I'd personally be afraid to ride on a little skateboard. Plus, Toronto has city streetcars with those metal rails in the ground that they run on, and if your wheels get stuck in that, I always see skateboarders and stuff, you have to stop on those because they can really wipe you out bad. Just something to think about. Yeah, I'm very torn with what to do. Regardless, I did get the earplugs. Let's go into the little workbench here. Okay, so we have our silicone things here. I don't want to open these up yet, there's no purpose, but they're just, you know, you can mold them to your shape, and then they'll mold to the hole once we get the microphone in there. And it'll be watertight. What that means is now that I have sorted out the situation, I've decided I'm gonna shoot everything on Sony. All the GoPro housings and back doors and stuff, I can all put into a box and I don't have to worry about it. That's a major headache. That's like half this desk all taken care of. Yeah, I'm still gonna keep the stuff like the mounts and stuff and all of these, because I like the mounting system for GoPro, and people say, oh, but the Sony doesn't have the mounting system. You're right. What the Sony has is a regulation size camera tripod thread right there. I think it's 1/4 inch. And if you have any sort of one of these things, which is basically a little 1/4 inch to GoPro adapter, you screw that onto the bottom and bam, all of a sudden the Sony takes every GoPro accessory ever. So that is the plan. As far as the rest of this stuff goes, it's all boring. You probably don't care. You know, clean it up. Yeah, tackling the office today, which has no natural light, so it's kind of depressing, but that's what we're doing. Do I have to sign it too? No. Sign away, madam. So how come I don't have to sign it? Oh, yeah. But is my name already wrote in it and stuff?
Because they want, the condo association says you just are a person living there, not a
Because I'm not 18. No matter how much we tried, we just couldn't get 17-year-old me on the lease. No. Had to be 18. It is what it is. I guess your name's on it, but hey. I got the keys. So it's official, pretty much? Ooh. Dang. Wow, okay, this has been crazy. I know for you guys today, most of it's just been like earplugs and Z-boarding, but there's a lot of preparation, man. This is very exciting. You'll see the place when the time comes and blah, blah, blah. And oh, this is good. So check this out. These are all the GoPros and housings and stuff. The base plates I want, the arms and stuff I want, but the GoPros themselves and the backings I don't want anymore. Well, I don't know what to do with them yet, so I'm just gonna put them here in a special drawer, because I keep having to remind myself that I'm not actually like moving out, like not everything has to go. Some stuff, like all my GoPro stuff, as long as it's cleaned up and organized and stuff, can stay here. And if I ever decide I want to sell it, you know, if my parents come up to visit or I come home, then I can take it and, you know, go sell it. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now. Still motoring along. I am currently in the process of cleaning up the boosted boards, and I want to make them look as good as possible. This here's the original boosted board. We have a GoPro mount, which I'll probably leave on there, but the deck is very dirty. Back in the day, I stuck on a bunch of these little lights. Over time, the adhesive wore off just from the elements, and now I'm left with this goo. That's what Goo Gone's for. It's just an extremely corrosive substance that's gonna take all that guck off there and clean up the board. Of course, you can't use a pressure washer with these sort of things, so I'm gonna hand clean both boards. And as far as cleaning the actual deck goes, or the grip tape, can't find where it went off to, but I had it's like this rubber brick. It's something to do with, it's like a conveyor belt cleaner thing that I bought online. It's really good for grip tape. I'll have to find it though. Once I do, that's what I plan to use. All right, let's take the Goo Gone and just pour a little on there. Take out a shop towel and rub away. Oh yeah, that's corrosive, all right. Hence the blue. All right, and there's the before and after the Goo Gone. We have this nasty thick black, and on that side it's been wiped clear of the Goo Gone. Yeah. All right, there we have it. Almost looks like a brand new bottom of the board. I'll have to come back and look for that grip tape cleaner sometime, because I seem to have misplaced it, or someone else did. Check this out. I swear my office looks dirtier than it did before. Does it not look messier? It's really annoying. I'm making a lot of progress, filling tons of boxes of stuff to give away and just getting rid of a lot of crap. But as I'm doing it, I'm also putting all my camera gear on the desk. So as I'm technically cleaning, the desk is looking messier and messier, which feels like I'm going backwards, but I'm actually not. All this stuff was all over the house, it was everywhere, you know. Everything is right there, apart from some of the stuff in here in these boxes that's already been like packed up. Also, I forgot to say this, and I feel like I should mention it. I was aware, I saw a lot of you guys wanted to buy the boosted boards, and I never hit any of you up. I want a decent amount of money for them, because I spent a decent amount, you know. I don't want to get lowballed offers or anything, but I feel really bad asking for money from you guys, the viewers. So a lot of you say, hey, I'll buy your boosted board. I don't want to have to charge a low offer just because I'm sending it to a viewer, but I don't want to ask you guys for the amount of money that I actually want for it, because it feels kind of silly. So if you guys do really want to buy one, they're both the version 1 dual pluses, so DM me however you want, Twitter or Instagram or whatever, with an offer on a price, what you think they're worth. And then maybe we can do a little something something. Alright guys, I'm just signing on here to sign off here. It's the next day. It's been crazy. I know this vlog was just a lot of talking and showing you guys some projects I've been working on, but honestly, all the rest of my days is just packing, which is impossible to show you. So I'm trying to come up with some other stuff. You'll have to excuse me. There's always gonna be excuses, but I figured I would throw this vlog out anyways, so let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, I am moving to Toronto and it's getting crazy. You may not know, I'm freaking out on the inside. Of course, there's many emotions, excitement and nervousness and all those other things. So if you are new to the channel and you'd like to subscribe, be sure to do so, and you will see all that awesome content in the future. And if you guys are watching and you've watched all the way to the end, please hit the like button if you haven't already. It actually really helps me out here, and I'm in a time where I really need this channel to take off, so any support you can give me would be the most appreciated thing ever. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for another one tomorrow, and as always, this was Adam, signing off.